We're live.
Hi, everybody. Okay, we are officially now live because now it says Fridays with Sue and Steph. Um, it's a problem. We have to figure out, like, should the person who finishes change the banner for the next day?
Oh, that's funny. Uh-huh.
Maybe that's a better idea, but I'll never remember that either, so it won't really matter.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the person I interviewed yesterday said, "Do you have your coffee?" And I was like, "Yeah, right here." And he goes, "Good. That's why it's like coffee with Jen and Sharon." And I'm like, "Oh, so I'm not Jen or Sharon. Let me just change that
Oh,
quickly."
that's funny.
Hi, everybody. Good to see all of you. It is a sunny, gorgeous day in Cleveland, Ohio. And I keep taking my sweatshirt with me, like my Athleta, whatever it's called, wrap, whatever it is. And because it takes so long to trust the weather. But
Trust issues with the weather.
well, I have, yeah. I mean, for good cause. It's like there's justification because there are times where the morning starts out warm and then the afternoon it snows. So you don't have anything to rely on. But it's been so gorgeous here. It's like you can't, I have a hard time remembering that there are days when I hate living in the weather that I live in because it's so beautiful. Like a Sunday bike ride is, I mean, it's just so beautiful. Anyway, it got us thinking about summer and like summer as the parent feels like kind of a blank. Do you have that feeling also?
I do. I remember the feeling leading up to summer where I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do with them all summer? That feeling I remember actually in summer, although we spent a lot of time in our community pool, a lot, like fingers like puckered all summer.
So I think that for me, I don't want to be that annoying parent that says I loved every stage of my kid's life and every moment with them. That's not true. But I did not worry about summer because I loved being a camp counselor so much. Like it was one of my favorite jobs. I loved it. And so as a mom, I really loved being like the activities director. Not probably for as many years as it was required, but when they got older and it was like, what's the one thing we're going to do today? That was fine. When they were younger and it was like, okay, the list of activities are done and it's 10 o'clock. Like, right. What else? But so I did like the freedom of summer. And then when they got older, I wasn't a part of it anyway. Like by the time they hit high school, I don't think I was really a part of it. But it also just felt like it came and went. They didn't even have a chance to kind of chill.
Yeah, I feel like summer just keeps getting shorter and shorter. And especially if you have a kid who plays a sport and they have to report on like August 3rd, I'm like, oh my God, what happened to summer? It's funny. I just said something to my husband about vacations happening in July. And he said, no, vacations are in August. I was like, where have you been? No, vacations aren't in August because people have to be back for sports and stuff. I don't think we had that I'm trying to think.
Well, we both grew up on the East Coast. School started after Labor Day. So So we did have a longer summer. It didn't start till later.
It is totally true. But you know what? This is a little bit off from our topic, but I remember
what isn't, Steph?
What isn't, right? Yeah. I remember how hot my elementary school was. I mean, we were going to school
late. Yeah, you went so late.
Oh my God. Like I think our last day of school was off on June 26th is the date that sticks out at me. It's so late thinking about that now.
But it also means that you got the heat in June, but here in the Midwest, you get the heat in August.
Yeah.
That is really hot. I mean, that's brutal.
But I still think not as humid as where we grew up, Sue. I mean, Philly was so humid, so sticky, so humid. The Midwest summers, like you were just saying, our summers are fantastic.
Some years.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay, let's just call it today. Today is so beautiful.
It really is. It really is. But there are many nights. I remember going for a walk with Todd, not last summer, maybe it was the first summer of the pandemic, and it was August, and Todd went to grab his fleece, and he's like, August fleece? Do you think that's weird? It's like, huh. Like the evenings were still cool.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. Okay, so let's start with as a child. Like, as a teenager, like my summers, I would get an 8-week overnight camp and still feel like I had plenty of summer on either side of that. It felt like an eternity.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I mean, I went to overnight camp 2 years in middle school, and those were only like 3 or 4 week camps. And then I was a camp counselor at a day camp for several years, which I loved. And I do remember that feeling of endless. I mean, it's called endless summer for a reason, I think. But I'm sure her moms thought it was even more endless. But I agree with you. Like I felt like there was lots of time. Like even when I was a counselor at that day camp, which was an 8-week camp, same thing. I felt like we were really bolstered on both sides. Like I thought summer was like 16 weeks. I don't think it is anymore, right?
No, it does. It certainly doesn't feel that way. I remember feeling freedom,
Yeah.
carefree. I don't remember having, oh, this is a good one. I don't think I had assignments over the summer.
I was thinking that you know why you don't think you did? Because you didn't. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, it
that
was
is a whole
really
other
like
thing.
go and feel free, feel responsibility free, right? And
Yeah.
I just treasured it. I loved it so much. At
Can we
least in
bring
my
that back? That could
memory.
be what?
At least in my memory.
No,
We just,
no, I think it's totally true. I think we should bring back, I think the movement should be called something like no assignment summer. Hashtag no assignment summer. Like,
that's not
why
happening
can't
now.
we interrupt that?
Everyone's trying to play catch up for COVID loss. Like
I know.
there's this frenzy of like playing catch up. And I just, well, nothing was as intense. Really, truthfully, nothing was as
That's
intense.
true.
There was going outside in the morning when I was younger and just spending the whole day outside with neighborhood kids, walking to the community camp together, like
Oh
just
my God.
so
Same
carefree.
with I remember walking to like this place we used to have lunch. But the other thing we played, I don't know if these are Philly things. Anybody from Philadelphia listening, they definitely, I mean, but I don't know if they're unique to Philly. So step ball. Did you play step ball?
No,
So
but
like
I mean, my mother did that in Brooklyn growing up.
okay, so yeah, I don't know. So we play step ball. It's like running the bases and all that. Like you hit like that's kind of like instead of there being a batter, you'd hit into the
Huh.
step and however far it goes back. But the
Were
other
you
thing
in a house or an apartment?
we were in a house like a duplex, so the whole
Uh-huh.
street was duplexes. And then we used to play wire ball, like the telephone wires going over the street.
Oh no. We were red light, green light.
Oh, we played that too.
Yeah. What were the other games that we played? We probably played dodgeball, which is now forbidden.
Is
Um,
dodgeball forbidden?
I think so. I think in gyms, in schools, it became like too aggressive, like because you do try to get someone out by throwing a ball at them,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
which was really quite satisfying, actually.
I like dodgeball. I don't know what that says about me, but I feel
Yeah, no, we used to. There was a lot of sports going on, a lot of like basketball and stuff, and I really loved it.
I know. And it's like we didn't go inside till it got dark. That's how you knew it was time to go inside.
Yeah, did you like I can't remember. I think at one point there was a bell, but I think also there was just the yelling, like the yelling out the door, like time for dinner.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't think I'm making it up.
No, no. This is not like I'm not playing like a reel from a movie that I saw. Like this is for real.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a certain amount of like just be bored and figure something out, which is not possible with phones today. It's just
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah. No, boredom was definitely the impetus to probably,
Good and bad.
football, stick ball,
Yeah.
wire ball.
Oh, you know what we used to play? Jacks and Israeli jacks, like the
I love
four
jacks.
cubes.
Wait, what
Oh
are
my God.
Israeli jacks?
They're like cubes, little cubes, and
Oh,
you
I've
would
never seen those.
throw them up and yeah. Anyway, we would play all those like what's the one like not lanyard, but you would cat's cradle or something like that. Is that
Oh,
what's
I
called?
love those. I
Yeah,
can
like
still do those.
do you really?
Oh,
Oh, wait, cat's cradle is the like
so you have the
grabbing
string
it
and
and that's it. That's the movement.
you
Yeah.
like that?
Okay, so if anyone listening has something to like
I'm
remind
gonna bring a
us,
string to lunch too. Let's see if we can do
okay,
it.
we'll do it. But also, what was the stretchy like? You would take with your feet. You would jump in and out and in and out with like jump.
Oh my God. I love that.
What was it called?
And you stick your foot under to make the
Yeah,
X.
yeah. What was it called? Come on, someone help us watching. What was it called? Chinese jump rope.
Totally.
Is that what it was called? I think it was. And I think probably we can't call it that anymore, but I have no idea
Probably not.
why we even called it that. But it was kind of like this, but with your feet, right?
Exactly.
And it
And do
was
you remember doing like the
stretchy.
spin arounds? Like the
Yeah, it was excellent. I wonder if
man, we
those
are gonna be so busy at lunch today. We should probably
we're
eat
gonna do it.
outside.
We're gonna do it all. So people who want to come see us, just come by Stone Oven. We're gonna be doing all of these things. But it would be really fun to find a retro store where you could buy all of those things, jacks and jump the different jump ropes and everything.
That
That'd be
is a
so much fun.
great theme for like a party.
Yeah, I love that idea for grown-ups.
Totally. Okay, here's another thing we did.
What?
Well, two other things we did. So double dutch with jump ropes.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever good at that.
Oh, I got good at it. I got good
Yeah.
at it. I had some friends teaching me. Like I've still got like the rhythm. Like I could
Yeah.
kind of. And then this other thing that came out when I was a kid, and we're not so different in age, but it might be just
No, we
enough.
are. We are.
We had this lemon thing where so it looked like the shape of a lemon, and it kind of had beads in it or something, plastic. And you put one end around your foot, and you would swing the other.
Oh my
thing.
God, I loved it. What was it called?
Jump over it.
I did that hours and hours and hours. I love that. What the hell was that called?
I don't know. I'm going to be Googling. That's another good one.
Look at that. Look at the number of things that took up the time that a phone would be used for. But also, a lot of these were younger, like for sure not past middle school that we were doing most of those things.
Well, I wouldn't say. I think some of the like step ball, stick ball,
neighborhoody
things. I think. Oh my God! Wait a minute. What about all like the? Oh my God! These would be so forbidden now. What about all like the not hide and seek, but like they were like amped up games of hide and seek in the neighborhood. And now I'm trying to remember what we used to call them. Like oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask my brother or my sister. They were kind of creepy because like people would take take it really seriously and like hide in all these crazy places.
Chinese jump rope is also called jumpsies, elastics, yoki, or French skipping, if you need a better name for it. Okay, so Jessica, can you still buy them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, where can you buy it? Because I think like what's the retro store to go to get all of these things that we're talking about? So whatever hide and seek you played had nothing. There was no purchase. It was just
correct. That's right. That's right. I would say probably most of
games. We did make up games.
I would say 99% of the things we did in the Schaefer household were not purchased,
and might have been an older sibling torturing a younger sibling. In my house, the game I remember finding out that they played was how long. This is the game. How long can you sit in that spot without talking? Like if we were not visible in the storyline and someone was being annoyed by a younger sibling. Mm-hmm. Here's the game we're going to play right now. Okay. Chinese jump rope under that name on Amazon. Look at that. Thanks, Jessica. Jessica, tell us if you've ever played it. Have you ever played it?
Right. Jessica's going to be like, no, but my mom did.
Yeah. Well, her mom might be too young.
Right. Also true.
Yeah.
Also true.
All right. Well,
I love the idea of boredom though. Like that's such a great topic because you really did get the other thing we used to do. Now this would probably be more of a winter game because it couldn't be outside. Like we turned spaces in our house. Like I turned a space under the stairs into an office and we made this little pulley system and we used to send notes, me and my cousin back and forth. We could have just handed them to each other. So I have never even heard of this game.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, maybe we'll get you one and you'll play it with your roommate.
I'm going to see if I can find like a YouTube video of somebody like jumping over that lemony thing.
It's a little bit like hula hooping, but it had a different name. That was great. Yeah. I love that. That could really take a long time.
I'm going to try and find that when we get off.
Yeah, the long list of things we did when we were kids. And it's not the good old days. Like I don't think that it's the good old days. It's just a different time. Yeah. But I do feel like the idea of letting our kids be bored is gone. I don't even know how you can recreate it. Like unless you took all of the technology away and just said, we're going on a vacation with there is nothing, no technology. And then there'd be a revolt. Like,
I know.
Want to go. But also, I was thinking yesterday, someone was talking about the phone being like a babysitter, the minute you get uncomfortable in the situation. Yeah. And even we're watching a show on Hulu and we don't have the version without ads.
Oh,
Every time the ad comes on, Dan and I pick up our phones.
oh my God, I know. I know.
Every single time. And I even fight it sometimes. I'm like, okay, I could sit through a commercial, but why would I? Why would I sit through a commercial when I could do blah, blah, blah? So weird.
I know. I don't know what the answer is. I mean, the one thing I will say, like, I don't know if this would be true of all three of my kids. For sure, two of three will ask when we're going, might be going to something very specific, maybe like a holiday dinner at someone's house or some like, and they'll be like, do I need my phone? Which I love. Like, that's
Yeah.
a great, and like, I think there's a part of all of us that craves not having it. But like you said, it's the resisting the urge is the,
So if I don't have my phone, when I go on a hike or a bike ride or something, I never take my phone. But I also know that someone I'm with has their phone in case of emergency. Like, it feels
yeah,
safe. But I just
yeah,
leave my phone in the car. But if it's near me,
exactly.
if
No,
it's
I
if
like the
it's
idea of it's like it's just removing it. So it's
yeah,
not, it's like
leave it
it's
in
like
the
a
car.
switch, right? Leave it in the car. Yep.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. And I hope you're somewhere where the weather is as glorious as it is in Cleveland, Ohio.
Mhm. Bye guys.